Lebanon 6, Cookeville 3, as Koff's 22-yard field goal cuts the deficit in half, set up by a fumble recovery at the 10-yard line. So really you can credit that one a victory to Lebanon's defense holding the Cavaliers. So Koff will now be kicking off. Clay Bueller, the deep man, at his own 9. Kick is away. It's a squibber. Fielded at the 23 by Sonny Warmoth. Warmoth tries the right side, still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 43. Good return by Warmoth. Gerald Bryan on the stop for the Cavaliers. This Lebanon will take over 1st and 10. With 5:20 to play in the first half. 6-3 Lebanon. Kevin Huddleston will go wide to the right. And I believe that is Hancock at tailback. Crutchfield, the fullback, tries the right side, picks up a couple before he is met by about half of the Cavalier defense, and it takes at least that to bring Crutchfield down once he gets going. A 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. Bueller comes in for Huddleston.
And number 77, Nathan Vincent.
Hancock is the tailback with Stewart on the left wing. Clay Bueller split to the left. Brindley straight ahead. Looked like there was an opening, but he trips. Still picks up a couple out to the 49.
Brindley on the carry for Lebanon. Tackle made by the interior.
Bring up a 3rd down and 4. Clock ticks away. 4 minutes to play in the first half. 6-3 Lebanon. Huddleston to the right, as Cyrus Hancock plays this series at tailback. Pitch to Hancock. Has the first down and slips down to the 43 of Cookeville. D.D. Tennant on the stop for the Cavaliers. So Hancock, his 2 carries from tailback, very productive. He already has a 21-yard touchdown run and now has a 1st down run at the 43 of Cookeville. 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Bueller wide to the right, Crutchfield and Hancock behind Brindley with Marcus Stewart on the wing. Crutchfield straight ahead to the 40.
Crutchfield on the carry. Tackle made by number 76.
Chris McClung on the stop.
Entering the game, number 62.
So Crutchfield coming off a 130-yard game against Shelbyville. Medley going to give him a lot of carries tonight as well. With the absence of Jennings.
Will all senior band member parents please report to the south?
Pitch, Cyrus Hancock. Down to the 32, another 1st down for the Blue Devils. So Lebanon may have found its backup tailback. As Hancock on this drive is ripping off some 1A Jennings type runs as Cookeville calls timeout with 2:33 to play in the first half. Cookeville's first timeout of the half. Lebanon has also burned the timeout during the opening half. I invite you to stay tuned at halftime. We'll have a look at the Lebanon Marching Band. And then after the game, invite you to stay tuned. Friendship and Watertown, one of the fierce rivalries around. And people talk about Lebanon and Mount Juliet, but Friendship and Watertown, for my money, is fiercer. And Friendship with a bold bid riding on this one. And then at 1 o'clock, the Oregon Ducks of the Pac-10 take on the Brigham Young Cougars of the Western Athletic Conference. And then at 9 o'clock, the Mike Ditka Show, followed by Redskins Weekly. Today on TV 66. Mueller will go wide to the right. Moscardelli, the tight end, on the near side. Crutchfield and Hancock behind Brindley in the I formation. On 1st and 10. Draw play. Hancock still on his feet. Breaks some tackles. Down at the 20. And a flag is down at the end of the play. I believe that's Nathan Vincent, who the Cavalier defender in the area. Personal foul against the Cavaliers. This should be tacked on to the end of the run. So Hancock, a man with tailback speed, but with fullback strength, at least as we've seen here in the first half.
Cookeville is penalized for a personal foul.
So the ball at the 10. Let's see if it will be a 1st and goal or a 1st and 10. It looks like it might be a 1st and 10. It looks like they will be able to get a first down without a touchdown, though just barely. Huddleston goes wide to the right. Brindley. Hancock to the 6.
Hancock again on the carry for 11. Tackle made by D.D. Tennant.
D.D. Tennant on the stop for the Cavaliers. They'll mark it at the 7, 2nd and 7. Lebanon can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. As the clock ticks down, 1:40 to play in the first half. Clay Bueller wide to the right. Brindley pitches to Hancock. Breaks some more tackles. Finally get him down at the 6.
Hancock on the carry. Tackle made by Holton. The Cavaliers led by number 77, Nathan Vincent.
Nathan Vincent leading the way, and now Lebanon spends its second timeout. With 1:11 to play in the first half, be 3rd down and 7. Lebanon with a 6-3 lead. Well, we've seen some good hard running by a number of Lebanon runners this year. Hancock, Crutchfield, Haas, but Hancock has really impressed me in the first half. Of course, he has had some runs from the wingback spot on the wingback trap, but he has looked much more effective at tailback this game than he has from the wingback spot. Of course, that would be a concern of Lebanon's if Jennings is unable to come back next week. Juane says he will play, but not the doctors, the coaches, and most of all that fibula have to say about it is something else. Clay Bueller will go wide to the right. And with Hancock at tailback now, Marcus Stewart becomes a full-time wingback, and he slotted to the right side. Brindley on 3rd and 7, and they jumped, but they didn't make contact, and now Lebanon spends its final timeout of the half. It almost worked. They moved as one, but none of them made contact. So still 1:11 to play in the first half. Of course, even if it was an offsides call, it would have just been half the distance, and it wouldn't have even been a first down. Lebanon doesn't bring a whole lot of fans here, but they're pretty vocal. Of course, this stadium being a college stadium, if this were a high school-sized stadium, I'm sure that most of the visiting stands would be close to full, or at least a majority of seats filled. Seating capacity as it is here, around 16,000. It doesn't look like many people are here. So once again on 3rd and 7. Lebanon with no timeouts remaining in this half with a 6-3 lead. Cyrus Hancock tripped up at the 5. Chris McClung with the tackle. The ball inside the 5. So 4th down and a short 5. So the question is, will they go for it, or Bueller comes out? So they are going for it as Huddleston is in. Lebanon eschewing the field goal from the offense quite a while ago. Huddleston wide to the left on 4th and 4. Cyrus, no, Brindley on the fake. He's got an opening. Touchdown. Brindley dove, and again, he didn't have to have the touchdown to get the first down, but he got the touchdown on a 5-yard keeper. Had a nice fake to Hancock, but keeps it, and it's now 12-0, and let's see, Lebanon looks like they're going for the 2-point conversion. Usry's point after the first time was blocked. And as you often see in college and high school games, when the first point after is missed, the next time around they'll go for 2, and that's what they do here. Clay Bueller goes wide to the right. Crutchfield and Hancock behind Brindley with Stewart in the slot. Hancock comes up short, so it is no good. 12-3, the score. Lebanon in front with 31 seconds to play in the first half. So Cookeville will get the ball with time for 1, maybe 2 plays, trailing by 9.
Kicking off for Lebanon, number 19, Justin Usery.
Usry set the kickoff. At this point, Lebanon long ago gave up trying to kick long. We'll see how deep the Cookeville return men come. Calvin Hayes went back the deepest. He goes all the way back to his 11, joined by Jabbar Jordan. Now the up men tell them to come in. He's not going to kick it that far. And they're still telling him to come up. To Squibber. Still loose. And fallen on at the 26. And I think that was Calvin Hayes who finally dropped on it. So Cookeville will have it. Clock is running, 25 seconds to play. The ball at the 25. So really maybe just time for 1 play unless it's an incomplete pass. And the Cavaliers not in a big hurry about it either, so 1 play and that'll do it. Mike Farrell split to the right. Jason Cantrell in the slot to the left side. Jim Smith pitches back. Jabbar Jordan, and nowhere to go. Jonathan Haas with a loss back to the 20, and also back is Dwayne C. as we've come to halftime. Well, Lebanon trying to roll to their 8th victory of the season, leading 12-3 at intermission. We'll be back for some